All right, I think the recording has started. So we'll first of all talk about what happened in the last 1 month and what are the quick updates. And then other than that, we'll just have a quick intro of folks who have joined in if we have any updates from the other community members. And then we presented the tag app delivery. That's our tag. I mean, Litmus Chaos is part of the tag app delivery under CNCF. So we presented a quick project update. So we'll touch upon that as well. But before that, I'll just like to allow our LFX mentee Nagesh. I think he's one of the new LFX mentees. If he can quickly introduce himself and let us know what exactly he'll be working on during his tenure.
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone. I'm Nagesh Bansal, undergrad graduate student at IIT Roorkee, and currently I've been accepted as a LFX mentee for the project Enhance and Upgrade Chaos Operator and Chaos Exporter. So during my mentorship, I will be working on exporter and operator mostly. So yeah, that's it, I guess.
All right. Thank you so much, Nagesh. I think we also have with us our previous LFX mentee Namkyu. He was part of the last LFX mentorship program, and Namkyu just got done with his mentorship. So Namkyu, if you want to share any updates that you have, if you have been working on Litmus recently, anything as an update for the community. Right, I guess Namkyu's mic is not working. So we'll get back to Namkyu later on. He can share his updates perhaps. So before we go to the updates, I think we have a few folks joining us once again, folks like Gopi, Hemendra. So folks, if you have any questions or if you have anything to ask before we just cover the latest updates, perhaps you can just update us on what exactly you have been working on with Litmus, what are the latest updates, and if you have any questions, we can start with the questions first.
No particular questions from me. This is Hemendra. So Raj from our team is working with Litmus for quite some time, and so is Gopi and others. I just joined here to hear what are the community updates. That's pretty much it from my side.
Sure, Hemendra, thank you.
So hi Prithvi. I think 1 year back I actively joining this community call. Later, so last 6 months and all, I didn't work active on Litmus. I'm working on some other CAS tool. So now again, there are a lot of cloud components that we are planning to do the resiliency testing using this Litmus tool. So again, yes, again actively we are planning to work this tool with it. So by the way, I'm from FIS Global, working under Hemendra and Raj. Yeah.
So Gopi, thank you so much for the update, and we hope to see you in the community. And feel free to reach out with more questions in the community Slack so that we can help in your journey.
Yeah. Thanks.
So I'll quickly share my screen with a few updates, and perhaps if there are any questions or anything, you can ask them on chat as well. So I hope my screen is visible. This is the first update blog that Namkyu has shared, and it's basically up on the CNCF blog page as well on how he has participated, and his work was around improving the code quality and adding unit tests for the Chaos Center, and he was pretty successful with the same. Unfortunately, Namkyu's mic is not working, or else he could have shared some updates with us as well. Also, I think Amit Das was his mentor. So Amit, if you would like to share some updates on Namkyu's work and what else was updated during this LFX mentorship program, feel free to just unmute yourself.
Yeah, sure, Prithvi. Hi everyone, I'm Amit, and I was mentoring Namq for this the last quarter for the enhancement and addition of unit tests in Chaos Center. So initially, hi Namq. Yeah. So initially, like from the past 1 year, we have been working on the Chaos Center, and we have several components. And one of the core component was the Chaos Center server, the GraphQL server. So we were not having any unit test like till last quarter, but Namq has taken up the ownership and added the unit tests for all the different components from Chaos Center server. And like he has been working tremendously well on maintaining these unit test cases. And along with the mentorship program, he refactored a few components and also added added the unit test checks in the pipelines as well. So great work, Namq, on the addition of unit tests. And feel free to jump in and check out the unit tests. And if you want to contribute, we have also added the guidelines, the contribution guidelines for the unit tests for all the components basically in our GitHub wiki. So yeah, I guess like that was pretty much it. And we are like in this quarter, we are working along with one more LFX mentee. Nagesh is here. I guess he's not joined the call, but he's also working on some refactoring in the Chaos Center side in the experiment creation, experiment manifest generation part. So which will definitely help the community to get a quick understanding of the overall experiment and workflow flow. So yeah, looking forward for some more contributions from you, Namq, and other community members. Yep.
Thank you so much, Amit. Moving on, a couple of updates on what the community has worked on. So as we can see, we have the KubeCon updates posted by Hendrix. He's been working for Dynatrace, and he's also been a part of the community. And then we have Chandra Dikshit. He's been part of the HCL team, and they have been using Litmus for some time now. And he's spoken about how they have used chaos engineering for SRE enablement at Con42. So that's been out already on YouTube. So you can check these out to learn some successful community stories. And then obviously we had our community member Nilanjan. He gave a lightning talk at KCD Bangalore. So KCD Bangalore was held on 2nd and 3rd of June. And thanks to Nilanjan, he quickly spoke about why Litmus Chaos, how Litmus Chaos, and I hope the video will be out soon. Lastly, a quick update for all the community members. We are hosting a chaos engineering meetup in September, and we have limited seats for that. It's being hosted at the Harness office. So if you are in Bangalore, feel free to sign up for this meetup. I'll share the link in the group, I mean in the chat as well. And if you are in Bangalore, do turn out for the meetup, and we'll be talking about a lot on chaos engineering and especially Litmus Chaos. So let's move on to the quick update at the Tag App Delivery Meetup. We had it on the 7th of June, and we quickly spoke about what's the latest update with Litmus, how Litmus has grown over the last 1 year. And this is something I'll share quickly with you folks before we just open the floor for some Q&A, if there's any. So we spoke about project stats, a few highlights, the roadmap coming up, and obviously the working group update. So over the last 1 year, we had around 18 releases, and now we are actively working on 3.0. I mean, it's already in beta, but we are hopeful that by the next KubeCon or in the coming months, we'll see more updates on 3.0. We have seen a total number of formal adopters reaching the number 36, and we already had new adopters, 8 of them in the last few months. The new contributions and contributors have almost increased exponentially, and we have 50 plus new contributors and 3,500 commits since incubation. And the new maintainers are 12, including the few folks who have joined this call as well. We have a few maintainers here, and one of the major milestones were our Docker pulls. We've seen 4 million Docker pulls in 2023 itself, and the total number of Docker pulls have reached around 11 million plus. So as you can see, this is how Docker pulls have exponentially grown, and we have seen a lot of new community members, a lot of folks from various companies use Litmus, and that is how the project has fared as of now, especially in the last 12 months. And here are some updates or highlights. I would say we have spoken highly about HTTP chaos experiments. I think one of our community members, Akash, has actively worked on the same. And we have presented on pod HTTP latency, status code, reset peer, modify header, and modify body in the last few community calls. And then obviously the Spring Boot experiments, addition of AWS availability zone experiment, the new runtimes and cryo support, as well as improvements to the network chaos faults are some enhancements that have been made on the experiment side. And then obviously we have also improved orchestration with an improved user experience for the Chaos Center. I think Amit spoke about refactoring and how we have improved the Chaos Center a little. And we have refactor APIs for achieving better automation. There's more work going on the delegate side and the Chaos Center side, and we have also received a few feedback on UI UX. So we are working actively on improving the UI UX for the project as well with 3.0, and then obviously there's added support for the private Chaos Hub and help leaner execution for the hub as well, so that you can execute better and in a more improved manner. Moving ahead, we had some enhancements to the execution plane as well. So there's support for service mesh-based environments. You have linear execution plane via single helper pods. There's improvements to the SDK as well. In the previous community call, I think one of the community members, shared what are the updates to the SDK. And then there's also better support for the Helm chart for the execution plane. And obviously you can easily bootstrap new clusters for chaos. And lastly, there's some improvement and support to the chaos operator as well. So these are the updates which were contributed by the community, and we have improved the Litmus CTL as well. There are some enhancements on the CTL side, as you can see, and there's been added support for CRUD operations and to help automate chaos engineering better as part of your CI/CD pipelines. Moving on, some community updates. We were at KubeCons. These are the previous KubeCons pretty quickly. We have already spoken about it, but this KubeCon was pretty good for us as well. There were some new folks coming in, and we especially spoke about security controls and security chaos engineering. And we have our maintainer Raj, as well as Uma, who spoke about it. So I think Raj is with us. So Raj, if you want to share any updates from KubeCon or any experience from KubeCon, perhaps you can share it in a quick couple of minutes with us.
Yeah, sure, Prithvi. I think the KubeCon was we had a talk on the security controls, how you can execute experiments with different types of security features we have, like service account and at the infra level also. And I think it was well attended by a lot of our community members and other folks also. I think, yeah, it went well. Yeah, that's all.
Thanks, Raj. I'll share the video with you folks as well once we start the Q&A session, and perhaps we'll move on to the rest of the updates. Chaos Carnival, I think we've spoken about. There were 9 talks featuring Litmus Chaos. It's so proud to see that folks like HCL, Accenture, InfraCloud, Talent, API 6, and so many more folks came out and shared their success stories. And obviously Litmus has grown exponentially. I think we spoke about Namkyu's work. He worked on the Chaos Center and improving unit tests. So Namkyu, if you had any more updates, you could have shared the same. And 3.0, that's the next goal. We are working on 3.0 actively, and hopefully as a community we can reach there sooner than later. And right now, obviously the public preview is out, and the beta version, there's an updated user experience. You can calculate your resilience score better, and that there's managed resilience probes and support for multiple chaos environments. And right now, the upcoming latest update with Litmus has been on the Litmus Chaos-Cloud, basically, and we've been actively working on a free version for the Litmus Cloud. And as you can see, there's an improved onboarding experience, and that this free tier is available. We'll be sharing a major blog as well as update on the same, where you can just get access to all the chaos experiments and everything that's available with the free version. And that's completely built on Litmus Chaos, and hopefully this will be shared with the community in the next 1 or 2 weeks, and you can stay updated for the same. So with this, we come to the updates that were shared with the CNCF tag, and we can just open the floor for any question and answers that we have as a community, and then we can quickly wrap up the call. All right, so do we have any questions or anything someone wants to share? All right, I think Namq has a question. Can I take this issue backstage integration for Litmus? So does someone want to share any inputs on the same? Vedant, Shubham, anyone?
Prithvi, I think it's still in the design phase. And I think Karthik will be the right person for that. But yeah, it's in our plan. I think it will be around Litmus 3.0. We'll do that around that time frame.
Yeah, Namki, feel free to ask this in the Litmus channel or Litmus dev channel, and make sure you can tag Karthik. So I see Karthik has created this issue, and if you want to contribute on this one, then we can have some further discussions on this. So feel free to ask it in the Litmus channel. Yeah.
Right. Or if you want to show some POC or some initial design, right? Then feel free to do that. I think it is independent. If you want to do the backstage integration, I think you can start the design, or you can propose your design also. That is also fine.
I think we have another member, Sam, with us, who's I think joining after a long time. So Sam, would you just quickly want to introduce everyone to the community, yourself to the community, and speak about any updates you have? Right, I think Sam is unavailable. So Namq, you can share your updates. Again, mic not working. I believe there's some issue with mics for everyone, but I think we can wrap up. Namq, you can take up the issue by commenting on the issue itself and sharing more updates on the Slack. And no worries, Sam, perhaps we can see more updates from you on the Slack itself. And thank you so much once again for joining in. With this, we can quickly conclude the call, and I hope to see you again next month for the community call, 3rd Wednesday. Thank you so much once again for everyone joining in. Bye.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.